welcome into the DNVR Rockies Podcast, brought to you, as always, by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download the app now and use promo code DNVR when you sign up. Welcome to a Friday afternoon club edition of the Rocks Pod. I am your host, Suzie Hunter, joined by my special guest co-host.
Oh, who else are you going to
Brady.
invite to get fact on a Friday?
You're my fact buddy.
Yes.
Let's
going on the resume.
Go. Put it on the resume. Do not. We have a fun show. It's chill
As
vibes.
usual.
I head to spring training tomorrow, so this is
How excited are you?
I'm actually stoked, although it doesn't look like it's very warm.
Have you done spring training before?
I've never done spring training working.
Okay.
I've been to spring training many times in Arizona,
Got
the
it.
Rockies, but I've never done it in a professional capacity. So
Okay.
this will be good. This will be fun.
Sounds like you're going to have to stay professional down there, Suzie.
Oh,
Not for this company. Not for DNVR.
not for us. No, couldn't be. We have so much stuff to talk about because spring training games start tomorrow. They start on Saturday. So we're going to preview that. We're going to hear from Patrick Lyons, who has been down there all week, just getting all the tea, all the gossip. And what else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about prospects and just how they get on guys' radar. We're going to tell you.
Ooh.
I'm not going to tell you. Bud Black is going to tell us.
Okay.
Bud Black's going to tell us. We're going to talk about the RSN drama.
Yo.
And we're going to talk about uniforms.
Oh, you invited the right person for that.
Yes.
Let's go.
What do you want to start with, RG? I'm a
The
gracious
photo day?
host. You want to start with photo day?
No.
We're not
We
starting
gotta
with
save
photo
that.
day. No. Because Patrick actually is going to be calling in about 5 minutes anyway. So.
Okay.
Because he wanted to just get it done with earlier. I'm like, okay, call in around
Well,
5.
let's
and he was
preview
like,
tomorrow
nah.
then. Let's preview the game tomorrow.
Let's talk about tomorrow. So we know that Noah Davis is getting the start for that first spring training game on Saturday.
Does that mean anything? Because when you do an opening day starter, that usually means that's the number one guy. Does this mean anything, or is that just okay, here you go?
I think it means that it's someone that the Rockies are definitely keeping an eye on, paying attention to, because Noah Davis debuted last year, last day of the season, but as a reliever, not as a starter.
Okay.
But he's been a starter in the minors, so it'll be good to see him getting the start down there. Yeah. So
Good to know.
yeah, and then Kyle Freeland gets the start on Sunday, so
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yes.
That makes so much sense.
Yes, he's the guy.
And apparently...
Is he opening day, or do we know opening day this year yet?
No, this is too early to ask Bud Black, but
Are there bets on opening day starters?
I will ask him on Monday.
Oh, yeah, you better.
When I'm down there in the clubhouse. Yeah, but then he'll be like, what? Why are you asking me?
That's true.
He'll be so
it
annoyed.
probably
but
is
I'm gonna
early.
do it. What does that comment say? I can't read it.
For Tulo or Daza.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, we have so much great Jonathan Daza content coming for you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But no Tulo?
No, Tulo's not around.
Okay. Then I'll stop the clap.
No, don't clap for Tulo. I don't know. What is Tulo up to these days?
I don't know. Isn't he a coach at a college? Isn't he Texas? Is that where he went
he's
to?
still in the mix.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's in Texas.
I thought he was a coach at some level.
He's doing something. But yeah, Kyle Freeland starting on Saturday. I'm sure Patrick knows a little bit more when we get him on the line too, so we'll talk about that. Let's talk about the prospects though, because Patrick actually asked such an interesting question earlier today. He asked Buddy, when do prospects actually get on his radar, the other coaching staff's radar? He's like, how does it happen? And, for someone like Zach Veen, it's obviously right away, that first round draft pick, the really high pick, but we've got a lot of other dudes in the mix too. Alyssa, are we ready to roll that? Yeah. All right, here is Bud Black on how they start paying attention to the prospects.
When does a player kind of get on your radar?
When you have a high pick, right, like Veen, Gabriel Hughes, Michael Toglia, Brendan Rodgers in 15, all these guys who are number one picks, right? I mean, they're on the radar in our big league minds right away, right? Because when you're picking, right, and your first pick, I mean, that sort of gives you a little ooh, okay, all right, what do we got with this kid? So he's been on the radar. from the time he was drafted. And then you watch him play, you watch him develop. But when they get into big league camp, that is when they truly sort of get on the radar.
Yeah, I don't think Veen has a nickname yet, as you noted.
Can I throw in Veener? Is that possible? ZV is probably. He's got to be Veener in the clubhouse. Are you kidding me? There's no way.
I need
as
to keep
broy as some MLB clubhouses get, there's no way that has not been at least discussed.
That's
Veenie?
a pretty good one.
Veenie?
Veenie's a good one.
Veenie could work.
I kind of like Veener. That sounds like something that bros would say to each other.
Bro, don't hurt my Veener. Okay? Do not. Don't do it.
This is a show where we have already started on our selfies, ladies and gentlemen. Is that Patrick? Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's here. Okay, so we can now ask him, as soon as we get him connected into the show, we can ask him if Veen has a nickname yet.
I'm telling you, I bet it's Veenie. I bet it.
Yeah.
Just Zach's kind of boring, right?
Poor guy, such a boring name. Zach Veen is such a
Zach's
great
a
name for someone
name,
who
yeah.
was drafted during the pandemic. Because it's like a...
Oh, it rhymes with vaccine.
Because it's like vaccine, but it's Zach Veen, yeah.
Got it. I like that.
Yeah. I do too. All right, where's Patrick?
Vaccine.
Here he is. Let's go. Joining the show now, my
The
co-host,
Patrick Lyons.
the guy who leads this beat, Patrick freaking
yes.
Lyons, and he's at the PHNX headquarters. Patrick, do not leave us for PHNX, please.
They're currently trying to work on a trade. I think you guys just might get a bucket of balls. I'm not sure. Co-host to be named later, but yeah, they're wooing me. I'm being wooed. I'm being wooed. I'll say that.
Wooing you. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Better than booing you.
Well said.
Well
said.
That's usually.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
saying. Okay, Patrick, first question. This is obviously the most important topic. Does Zach Veen have a nickname in the clubhouse?
He does not. I did put it on my list of things to do to just kind of go around to some of the guys to ask if they had heard, or Zach himself. I had real business to talk with him about the other day.
Okay, relax.
Conversation out of the DNVR.com. But yeah, I don't know if he's going with the nickname I came up with on draft day in 2020 of Veenzilla or Veen Kong.
Veen Kong.
Okay. That's it. So Ryan, keep the camera on Ryan here, because Ryan, I need to know, since you are officially a fan of Zach Veen, would you consider yourself a Veen queen?
Oh, Wienerhead.
A Wienerhead!
Absolutely. A Veen.
Wiener Schnitzel?
A Veen king. I don't
Patrick
know.
is not amused. He does not
doesn't like
your
Wienerhead?
line of humor. Does
Okay.
not like Wienerhead.
Damn. Wiener dog?
A Wiener
Wiener
dog,
dog,
is
I think, would work,
awesome.
right?
That plays. I think that could play.
Okay. Let's go with Wiener dog.
Does he
Fans
got-
of Zach Veen are Wiener dogs.
He got that dog in him.
Just let's go. Let's go.
Okay, let's talk about some real stuff. What can we expect in this first spring training game tomorrow?
Well, we can expect Noah Davis to go out there. He's going to start the game for Bud Black. He'll get about 2 innings. Then a bunch of relievers will come in. Carl Kaufman will pitch the last 2. One of the things to keep in mind when it comes to these spring training games is late in the games when some players might rack up some numbers, the competition isn't going to be as good. So when the Rockies are putting their backups in, or their AA and AAA players, the other teams are doing the exact same thing. So you have to take that with a bit of a grain of salt, right? And you say, hey, you can't just look at spring training numbers and say, this guy is playing really great. Well, who are they playing against? So Davis will go against some of the best for the Diamondbacks, as it is also kind of a home game for the Diamondbacks there. They have a split squad, so they've got another group going down to Mesa to play the Oakland A's. But Noah Davis will be there. We don't know who is in the starting lineup just yet. It could be Veen, perhaps.
Perhaps.
He's going to be a guy that he's going to be a guy that, could have a huge spring, similar to what Ezekiel Tovar did last year. And that really helped put him a little bit more on the map to say, whoa, this guy could be something a lot sooner. We may not have to wait the entirety of this before he comes up to the bigs. So we'll have to see if Bean does have one of those kind of springs. Brenton Doyle's going to be another player, I believe. It's going to get a lot of playing time this spring. And bottom line, if Zach Bean can play well and have a really great start to his Rockies career, maybe, just maybe, out in left field next to the Heltenberger stand will be the Wiener Schnitzel stand.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's
can you
go.
Turn up Patrick's audio a little, because this bar is getting a little too loud.
Dude, they're getting fact up.
Oh, people are already getting fact up down here, Patrick. Do you feel like you're missing out?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was very genuine. Okay, I got to ask you about the story that you put out earlier today. Did you call Ryan McMahon a crusty old man? Can you tell us what you're
Those
writing
are
about
fighting
down
words,
there?
my guy.
You're about the 15th person that has asked me about that. The first person who asked me, I'm like, oh, is this a problem? Like, this is very clearly, in jest. So I did go into the clubhouse and go, hey, Ryan, do you have a problem with this headline? And I showed him, and he laughed, and it's like, yeah. And that's that. So we're good. There is no beef between big fan of the DNVR Rockies podcast, Ryan McMahon. It's just funny to think about the fact that, he was drafted in 2013. So after Charlie Blackmon, he's the second longest tenured Rocky in the franchise. So he's an old vet. He's an old vet at 28 years old. Crusty, maybe not, but you know what? That's why you need to read the article. That's why you need to be a diehard to find out if the old man, 28-year-old Ryan McMahon, is also a crusty man.
Hilarious. Okay, I'm glad that you guys don't have beef between you. It is wild to think that, yeah, Charlie Blackmon and Ryan McMahon are just the lone guys from last postseason Rockies team in 2018. Like, that's it.
Ryan McMahon seems younger than to be on that team. Like, yeah. I'm surprised he was on that team.
He was pretty young.
Okay.
He was just a baby.
Jeez.
That interview with Zach Veen from yesterday, where Zach Veen was mentioning the veterans that he looks up to, and one of them that he mentioned is B-Rod, who is crazy to call him a veteran. He's only been around for a couple of years, but kind of in the grand scheme of things.
In baseball years, yeah, I bet he is a veteran. He's seen some stuff.
Well, it's funny. So I talked to Rogers today a lot about, winning the Gold Glove Award and what that meant to him and his family. And, he got the news early, before they made the announcement. So he had to keep it under wraps, and looking forward to writing about that, because he said a couple things that I believe to be somewhat exclusive there, which was kind of fun. But in it, he called himself like a veteran. He's like, I guess I'm a veteran too. I didn't know what he was referencing, but it was the Zach Veen article about, Rogers being the veteran. The two Florida guys, they've been, training together since Veen drafted. They happened to be walking out when I was doing one of my stand-up videos the other day, and Veen was carrying a bunch of boxes of shoes. And I made a joke, but I'm still not exactly sure if Veen was carrying B-Rod's shoes or if those were Veen's shoes. I didn't get any clarification on that, but those two guys are in lockstep. They work together in the off season, and Veen's going to do everything he can within his power to be in the lineup alongside Brendan Rodgers at some point this season.
Yeah. Oh, I love that for him. Is this hazing, him potentially carrying around B-Rod shoes? Does hazing happen with these first-time invitees at spring training?
So we haven't seen that exactly just yet. That was my thought. I said, well, it's better you have to carry a couple boxes of shoes rather than wear a Hello Kitty backpack, something like that, which is always obviously very common. I plan on talking to Bud Black tomorrow a little bit about, some of the camaraderie in the clubhouse and just the team building aspect, not the actual players and positions, but just getting, guys on the same page and, building that community. Like, what are some of the things? Joe Madden was a guy that used to bring in like zoo animals and do all kinds of crazy things to get the guys kind of, pulling on the rope in the same direction, as Bill Schmidt would like to say. So there's going to be, more of those things. And so I'm sure Zach Veen would be the first one to sign up for a Hello Kitty backpack if it meant he's on the big league roster. So for right now, the guys are working together. They're trying to figure out these new rules and saying, hey, I noticed this. What did you think of that? Yeah, that was difficult. Don't do this. You should do that a little bit more. So they're really coming together in a major way, not only to try to figure out these rules, but also to try to prove the doubters wrong, who obviously are laughing at the idea about them being a 500 club.
Yeah. Speaking of things coming together, how was Senzatella looking today when he was throwing that bullpen session?
He looked good. His first 2 pitches, he quite literally just pushed the ball out of his hand and it dropped in front of the catcher. And I thought, okay, we've got a long way to go. But I guess that's just part of his workout regimen. And then he just, he threw it like normal, and then he was off the mound and everything. So he was fine, looked good. Again, a lot of it probably was upper body. Pitching is a full body experience. We know hitters and we know the kind of torque that they have when they swing a bat, but pitchers are the same way. We've seen it with Jake Bird and Riley Pint with those oblique injuries. So it's a full body workout, and your legs are probably the most important thing for a pitcher. Obviously, your shoulder and your arm and your elbow are very valuable too. But if you don't have a strong lower half, you're not going to be able to last the entirety of a season. So, the prognosis is he'll be back in May at some point, maybe late in the month. But for Senza, he wants to be back even before that. So he is really pushing himself to try to get back. And based on, what we saw here in the final week in February, he looked really good. He looked really good to still maybe be able to make 20 or so starts this season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Patrick, thank you for the update. Anything else pressing that we need to know about? Any breaking news? Any hot gossip?
Hot gossip. We've got Ezequiel Tovar pretty much opened an entire pack of Topps baseball cards by himself looking for his card, which he did not want to acknowledge the fact that there was a chance he wasn't in the first series of Topps, which he was not. But he found some other rookie cards and was like, hey, this guy's in it, so I should be in it. And then today, and then yesterday, on the way to Chipotle, we happened to walk in at the same time. So it was like, oh, hey, I know you, you know me. So he was behind me in line at Chipotle, and I
what do you order?
What his order was.
Oh,
he got white rice was the only thing that I can remember. I was ordering mine, and a lot can happen in 24 hours, but I know he got white rice, and so that was kind of strange seeing that. And Michael Tolia, played me a video of Brent Suter doing a Jim Carrey impersonation. We might have talked about that already.
Amazing.
It's been interesting to say the least. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to get down there. Can't wait to see all of your coverage you're still going to be there tomorrow, right?
I will be. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see these new rules in place. I know there were 2 games earlier today. They were both under 3 hours, which
let's
I honestly don't
go.
know.
Love it.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how long a typical spring training game is. You can make the case that they might be a little bit longer, just because all the substitutions and whatnot. But I can also see, again, these rules being in place, making the spring training games go by a little bit quicker. Maybe not great if you're in the stands and you're on vacation, you want to relax and you want to enjoy extra baseball. But again, if you're watching at home from some kind of cable provider, we might be talking about that. But regardless of the cable provider or feed that you're watching the game on, a quick game is a good game. So that will be really interesting to see all these rules in place tomorrow at Salt River Fields as the Rockies take on the Diamondbacks in the Cactus League opener.
All right, we're going to be watching for sure. Patrick, thank you so much. Go get yourself some dinner, and we will talk to you. I guess next time I talk to you, I'll be in Scottsdale, and you will be here.
We'll trade. We'll switch off spots. Everyone's excited. They can't wait for you to get down here, Suzie, so it's going to be fun.
All right, see you later, Patrick. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
It always takes me about 10 minutes to say goodbye to someone. I can never wrap up an interview.
Yeah, it sounds right for you.
Yeah, it sounds about right. We got to talk about how incredible it is to be a diehard. Because listen up, fam.
Great.
Listen up, fam. I'm wearing the diehard shirt today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have worn my diehard hoodie. Damn it.
Ah, damn it. We got the diehard jackets too.
And the
patches.
card. Do you get a card?
Cards are so nice.
Dude, the cards are awesome.
So nice. Not only do you get that if you are a diehard, I think the best perk ever is you're getting 15% off of your entire bar tab at the DNVR bar at the corner of Colfax and York.
Yo, and during happy hour, like the savings right there, come on.
Our happy hour is actually so good. We love to fack it up.
It's dangerous
We're
for
facking
us.
it up tonight. I've been very into the pretzels lately. That's on the happy hour menu.
Yes. Oh, the pretzels are really good.
We have been eating so many pretzels, like multiple days this week with beer.
I like how she has to say we, so she feels better.
It's
but
not just me. It's not just me. Other people are involved. But yeah, you are getting 15% off that bar tab. You are getting 20% off of everything from DNVRlocker.com. You're getting 20% off of the Broncos tailgates, off of our Nuggets party buses. Those are always such a good time. And then annual membership is getting you a free shirt, not just once, every damn year. Who else is doing that? Who else offers that?
You tell me.
Who does that? If you know someone else who does that, you tell me. Because guess what? I don't think they do.
Nope.
It is unmatched here at DNVR. But yes.
How do they become a diehard?
You go to thednvr.com and sign up today.
There you go.
Do it.
Like right now. Open up another tab.
Open up another tab right now. You know what we love here at DNVR? We love Breck Brew.
Oh, do we ever?
We love Breck Brew.
Oh, got a vanilla porter right here.
Ooh.
Which, by the way, I have a awful habit of ordering it as a vanilla porter junior now. I have gone to the bar and said, can I get a vanilla porter junior? Because that's what we call it here. And it's a little embarrassing.
But it's great.
It's great.
It's on brand.
And then I also have...
Are you double fisting?
I'm getting ready for my second beer. The Juice Drop Hazy IPA, which I found out today is the bar's best-selling Breck Brew, which kind of shocked me.
I'm kind of surprised.
Mainly because I'm not like an IPA guy, but that was not, I wouldn't have pegged that as number one.
I wouldn't have, but you know, it makes sense. It's kind of a perfect beer. Kind of a perfect beer.
Suzie said it.
And you know what is even more perfect? The Ultimate Game Day giveaway.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, is it ever?
Oh, boy. Breck and DNVR, they have teamed up to give some lucky DNVR fans the Ultimate Game Day experience. There's an Avs game and there's a Nuggets game.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Avs game. May not be this, but there is a Avs takeover.
So
Apologies.
to answer that question,
Apologies.
Yes, please don't get people too excited. The Avs giveaway, that is for the March 9th game against the LA Kings. Just a few rows off the ice.
Yeah.
Super good seats. You're getting Lexus Club access, DNVR gear, and a parking pass.
Yo.
What?
Parking pass alone is worth it.
That is
parking pass in the Lexus Club, that's 100% worth it.
So good. And they're doing the same thing for the Nuggets March 30th game, courtside. Courtside.
Oh, dude.
Too good. Here's how you enter. Head to DNVR.com. I'm sorry, the DNVR.com.
I'm going to do it right now.
/Breck Sweeps. You're going to fill out a form. It's super easy, but you have to be 21. That's a little harder if you're not 21 or older. But please be 21 or older if you're going to sign up for this. And there's also a link in the description of the show, so make sure you do that. Make sure you're following Breck Brew and DNVR on social media. And the winners are going to be picked a week before each game. Courtside, fam. Courtside.
Have you ever sat courtside?
No.
It's so cool. Because
I've always wanted to.
You think it's just close-up basketball, but really it's just like, wow, everyone is fast. They're so fast.
So fast?
They're so fast. Because from far away, it just doesn't look like, oh, you're like watching TV. But man, up close and how big they are, whew. And the huge.
Boys.
Again, like you look at like Jamal Murray and you go, oh, he's like the smallest guy in the court, and he's absolutely taller than you. That's how shocking it is. Like that's how shocking basketball courtside is. And next to the glass for the Avs games, also ridiculously cool.
Yes.
Especially if you actually get on the glass and start banging it when they're like fighting and stuff. Oh, top 10 sports moment for sports fans.
I want to be in a hockey fight.
You want to be in a hockey fight?
I think
okay.
I could win.
Yo, there's someone on the Avs beat that can make this happen. Megan will fight you.
Megan would never. Megan would be on my side. She'd take her hoops out. And she'd be like, I'm there.
Tag team.
There. You know who's always there for me? Jive Hive. It is an absolutely life-changing virtual dispensary on wheels. Think like Amazon, but for weed.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
One of the best ways to get buzzed.
Oh, that's good. That's not even part of the copy.
That's why I'm here. Call me Jive Hive.
I think they know.
Or I'll call you.
Yeah. So Jive Hive, absolutely incredible. They are a virtual dispensary. They are going to bring stuff to you so you don't have to worry about leaving the house if you don't want to leave the house, if it's too cold, or if you're just lazy as hell like me. If you have a job or you're like a doctor or a lawyer, or maybe you just don't want people up in your business, you don't have to worry about that because they're just going to deliver it to you super discreetly. You can schedule delivery. You can have it delivered ASAP. It's perfect. It is perfect.
It's great.
It is absolutely life-changing. And they've got you covered. Jive Hive has you covered. So visit jivehive.com. That is JIVHYVE.com. And get your order delivered the same day or schedule a delivery window. And they will be there to say, drum roll please, hi. You get it.
Oops.
I'm actually dying from being not funny. It's really tragic.
That was called karma.
It's chronic and it's fatal. Jive Hive, JIVHYVE.com. Get your order delivered. They have, they're serving Monument, Falcon, Peyton, Fountain, Woodland Park, Security, Widefield, Aurora, and Greenwood Village, with more to come. Again, that is JIVEHYVE.com. All right, I'm doing well.
All right.
Excuse me.
Do I need to read the next one?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, let's go.
Yeah, no, that's it for now.
Okay. I was ready to step in.
Again.
I was ready to be the relief pitcher there.
I appreciate that. Oh, a baseball reference.
Yes, and because you can pitch ads.
Oh, you know what I was going to pull up for the show today? We have that picture of you as a little kid with Dinger.
Why would you want to scar me in front of our viewers?
It's a cute picture.
Cute picture?
It's so cute.
That's like a trauma point.
Really?
Oh, Dinger scares me.
Wait, did Dinger actually scare you as a child?
He made me a tiny bit nervous.
Why?
Because as a child, that big, very large. Mm-hmm. And again, this may be personal preference. I always thought the colored spots on him a little weird. Didn't like it. Didn't just seemed a bit like, oh.
Wow, you don't like his little birthmarks?
No, I don't know. It just, and when he does the exorcist thing with the head, nope, I'm all right. I'm all right with that.
Well, I was gonna say, when there's a new version of Dinger now where his face is a little different.
Okay, that's fair. Got a little more Barney in him now, but the early Dingers, it was like, okay, man.
Early Dinger is a little scary.
And it's the same with early Rocky, if I can be so bold.
Really?
Yes, early Rocky was a little rougher.
Mascots used to be rougher. Now they're like they're a little softer, they're cuter, they're like big stuffed animals because kids love Dinger now.
Do they? I guess I wouldn't know.
They actually do. I mean,
don't talk to a lot of children about Dinger.
I don't really know a ton of kids, but I know some people in the clubhouse who have kids, who are parents, talk about my kid loves Dinger.
That's actually good to hear.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm glad maybe a new generation is claiming him.
When I went to that...
No, he's going to kidnap you.
Oh my gosh.
You keep thinking he's besties, but this is...
If
anyone outside of a suit was doing that to you, you'd be like, okay, I'm out.
Actually, facts. You know what? Now that we're talking about it, maybe I need an adult. When I was at that, the Rockies put on a girls' softball clinic, and Dinger came in at the end, and now I realize why they had to wait until the end, because they all ran across the room when he left the event. At the end of the event, they chased him out. They couldn't. There was a little girl sitting next to him, petting his foot. He was just a giant stuffed animal.
Petting his foot. She was
just they sat down for a group pic, and she was just sitting there petting him.
He was like a beetle. Dingo star. Sorry. We can move on.
We will move on. We're moving on right now. Since you're on your kick of terrible jokes, should we play the Media Day video?
Oh, let's watch the Media Day video.
Let's watch the Media Day.
Because these videos are so funny.
They are. They're interesting
This is how the Let's Ride meme started.
This is how it started for the Broncos, yeah.
Cross country, let's ride. So did you see... Well, let's see if we see any in this one.
I mean, I watched this and I didn't see any.
Oh, well, now I'm.
Well, you know,
can we talk through this, or do we have to?
Batch downloads and I get the all clear.
Okay. Yeah. Are our mics on? Okay.
Okay.
So this I think is a thing that they're doing for.
Ready.
Like, there's so many cameras around.
So that's the MLB. Yeah. So they have like 100 cameras around them, and this is to capture their likeness.
Yes.
Which is in baseball, it's important because you actually see their faces.
Okay, hold that up to your nose.
But those rigs are insanely cool.
This is such a cool setup.
I can't imagine how long it takes to set up those 100 cameras in the 360 degree. I'm sure it's near that. Oh, look at that thing,
dude. The whole light
dude.
isn't the star, it's the TV's setup. I think this is supposed to be like kind of a retro vibe because this is the 30th anniversary season.
Yes, well, that's what the scoreboard looks like too, right?
That's
screen.
That's what the top of the scoreboard looks like. And then look at this iPhone rig on a ring light just flying around Tovar. Also, look at Tovar just flexing.
Oh, he gets it.
He's a star.
That dude has looked into something with a ring light before.
I mean, he is young. Like, the kids do that these days.
Yeah. Okay, well, now it just keeps going around and around. You would think they have gotten the video. Okay. Oh.
This is my favorite. Giannis Daza kissing the bat.
Oh, wow.
This is the meme.
Wow.
And do it one more time.
Jeez. Oh, he's kissing that bat.
3 times.
All right, let's go bat on shoulder.
Not his first time. Oh, Beard's looking a little kempt for Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, look at him.
I thought he was getting a little Charlie. Yeah, see, I thought he was getting a little Charlie Blackmanish.
His beard's definitely getting fuller and thicker.
I feel like we should do some of these intros for DNVR.
Why
and have
don't
them
we?
as like
Can we have them?
Suzie doing like some weird poses and Patrick Lyons turning around to the camera and flexing, swinging the bat at the camera, right? And that's the Rocky Show intro.
Ryan, you know who would do that?
Not me.
It would
No,
be you.
as the head of video production, I am not producing that video. No.
Then what exactly do you do here?
Oh, I'm riffing. That's what that was. I'm riffing as to what we should do.
Someone's got to do it now because you put the idea in my
Oh,
head.
dude, how sick of this is Charlie Blackmon? How many has he done now?
It's like so many.
Oh my gosh.
So many.
That poor guy.
More than a decade's worth.
That dude should have at least a bourbon on the side there.
He's
when he
like,
has to
you
do
can't
that.
use mine from last year?
Right.
It's a white background.
Beard's the same length. I'm 19. Just let's go. Come on, let's fast forward to April.
Love Media Day. Love
That's
that
good.
fresh Media
I like
Day
that
content.
though. Yes. I mean, again, this is like where hope springs eternal. Like literally, you see that and you're like, all right, okay, maybe it's a good year for him.
I was hyped the first time I
I'm
watched
excited
this.
to see Tovar now.
You know what?
Let's
Tovar
go.
looks ready. I see
It looks
a
like he
ready
wants to
man.
play baseball for the Rockies, which is again very welcome.
We love when dudes want to play for the Rockies.
Yes, that will be beaten out of him very quickly.
Oh my gosh.
But no, it's just
Finish
like
your
all
beer.
right, let's see these guys.
I'm ready to see them. I'm super stoked. Let's talk about some headlines around baseball. Mostly we have uniform headlines around baseball.
Oh, let's go.
So the Dodgers, on their sleeves, they have the interlocking LA, and it appears that is no longer on the uniform this year.
Woo.
So, and that's been on the uniform since 2000, so more than 20 years. Is this to make room for maybe an advertiser?
Oh, I hope so.
Has to.
Boy, do the Dodgers deserve it.
Because they don't have enough money.
Nope.
Poverty franchise.
And poverty franchise. No. What would LA Dodgers logo be? What do you think the sponsor would
Who
be?
would advertise with the Dodgers?
Because isn't Bumble used to be with the Clippers, I believe.
Oh, that would be
Which
good.
would be funny.
I mean, it's LA, so I feel like they kind of have their pick of what brand.
Oh yeah.
Whatever brand wants to work with them, they just have. Oh no! No.
Yo,
Bruno.
they've got the money.
Go.
They've
no.
got the money. Enough teams have been effed by the Dodgers, so.
We usually keep this show PG-13.
Oh yes, as we opened with a lot of fact puns.
Getting fact
up.
Wait, guys, since the Avs guys are here, what time does your show start? Probably soon, right?
5:30.
All right. Well,
We got time.
we'll keep it moving.
That's an
We'll
hour-long
keep it
show.
moving. Yeah. It's just a pregame. We got a watch party tonight, though.
Yeah, dude.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
later. Oh, RG's already cracking open the second beer, so that's how you know.
We're at least halfway through the show now.
It's true. Yeah, you need to be on pace, too. Speed it up.
All right.
Speaking of logos, so the D-backs, did you see their sponsored patch? That huge Avnet patch?
That's not a patch. That's a billboard.
Yeah, it's huge.
That was a billboard's worth of patch.
So we saw on Reddit a rumor that the logo was going to get reworked a little bit, and apparently that rumor was true because it
didn't last weeks. That's like a big thing though, because I assume that they have had to at least. I'm interested in what the merchandise rules were there.
Yeah.
Because usually if they're doing promos, it means they have printed out stuff to send out to places you can buy them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm curious now.
Yeah, well, it got so much backlash, I think, online just because it was so big, it was kind of boring, it took up a lot of space, and a lot of that space was just blank space.
They should.
So this is a much
blank space, baby.
That is a Taylor Swift song. I love her. She's my everything. In case you forgot.
No, the most egregious part of their jersey is still mixing turquoise with red. That needs to be put to bed.
It's a tough look. I did like when they had purple in their uniform.
Oh, beautiful. Purple, tan, and turquoise. Bring it back. The World Series with Kurt Schilling and Randy Johnson, like that. Those are your jerseys, Diamondbacks. Stop lying to yourself. Just like the Padres stopped lying to themselves about we're not brown and yellow. You are brown and yellow.
They should have always been brown and yellow. It was weird that they weren't.
Yes.
It was weird that they weren't. We got like a whole studio audience in here now.
Yapping
away.
Live audience Friday.
Let's freaking go. Let's get the fack after it. Speaking of new unis, Sam Hilliard posted a picture that broke our hearts.
Ew.
He is in his Atlanta uniform, starting the next chapter of his career.
Well, that's brave.
I know. It's so brave of him. Just like watch him though, get traded from the Rockies.
It was his photo day too. He's got the little hand on the hip. I'm a little teapot. Going on.
Yeah.
Good for you, Sam.
What
was his nickname? Slam Hilliard?
Slam Hilliard.
Slam Hilliard.
That's
what it was.
Yeah. It's definitely someone's Twitter handle on Rocky's Twitter.
That's your expertise.
Rocky's Twitter ruined my life. I'm realizing that more and more every day. Every single day I realize a little more. I'm like, oh, this has broken me.
I'm out of
here. All right.
Any more uniforms?
What?
Any more? Are the Rockies bringing back the black vests?
No.
Damn it.
Right now. The Rockies had to take the black vest out of rotation because you can only have so many uniforms.
I know.
And the City Connect just messed it all up for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Is it the same City Connect this year? Are they just re-upping it? All right, whatever.
Yeah, they're not gonna
bring back the license plates. White pants?
Players want white pants.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's during warm-ups and stuff, they'll wear the City Connect jersey with their regular white pants, and it matches, it works, it looks really good. It makes the mountains on the jersey pop a little bit more. I'm Italian. I'm not Italian, but this is how you talk Italian, you just do this hand motion.
I will say the green pants are a little hated on too much.
It's a lot of green.
Yes, it's a lot of green, but I don't find it offensive.
You're not offended. When
I look at it's just true. But when I look at the Broncos color rush and it's all orange with orange pants, that's offensive. That's way too much.
Looking like a highlighter.
Green isn't that oh God. It's just it's a lot it's but
it's a lot of green.
Yeah.
And it looks like it looks like they're hot to wear on a really hot day.
Yes, that's a fair point.
That's a fair point. Wear on a hot day. So I kind of hope they switch to the.
I don't know. I'm also one where just wear your team colors.
No, that's not going to make anyone money. This is about money. It's about making money.
I hate that Coors Field is it's 20% green. There's just green dots in the purple.
Yeah.
It's enough. I'm done with that. It's not.
The grass is green.
The seats are green.
The seats are green. Everything's green. We didn't talk about the Rockies TV broadcasts and whether or not they are in jeopardy because there's a headline out that Warner Brothers
Scary headline.
It's kind of a scary headline. So the story right now, Warner Brothers Discovery has told teams that they're planning to exit the regional sports network business altogether.
That's a trend.
And within the next couple of weeks. So we know that this is also happening.
Weeks? Jeez.
Within a couple of weeks. And that would be crazy for the markets this affects. This affects
baseball season's literally about to start.
Including this, so this would affect the Rockies, but from my understanding, I heard they're just going to rebrand
after
the All-Star break, and our coverage will go on as normal.
Oh, okay.
So apparently we don't have anything to worry about, probably.
Is it on the same television channel all year?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
That's
I can't confirm
kind of a big
that.
thing.
I can't confirm that. But don't freak out. But yeah, this season we're going to see so many changes with the regional sports networks. With all the Bally stuff too. That's not
Hey, just be happy you can see this regional sports network. Am I right?
Yes. Because some of us don't
Some of us don't get others.
Some of us don't get regional sports networks. Anything else we got to talk about? We have an Avs watch party tonight.
Yes. Watching literally with pride. It's the
Yes.
What yes.
Is it?
Avalanche with pride.
Of pride. Avalanche of pride? It is a
pride.
So much pride is pouring out that it is literally a big unstoppable pile of falling snow.
Okay.
But like in a good way.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got a party tonight. Of course, it's FAC.
Yes.
We're facking it
it's
up.
going to get wild.
It's going to get...
And the Avs are red hot, baby. Friday Afternoon Club, my guy.
Wow, it's like
Jeez.
a thing we do.
Jesse hasn't fact in a while, obviously. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we are very into facking. It's just...
Dude, you need to just get fact more. It's,
Fack it up.
come to the
my
bar
friend.
and you'll get fact.
Fack it up, fam. I can't fact too hard because I'm heading to spring training tomorrow. I'm doing a road trip.
What's like the thing you're looking for once you get down there? Like if you're going, are you going to the game tomorrow or on Sunday?
No, so I will get there on Sunday. I'm not sure if
Okay.
I'm going to get there in time for the game.
Okay. But first game you go to, like, what are you going to be like, oh, I'm watching that thing right there? Or that guy, or are you just watching, like, the play clock or the pitch
You
count?
know what? I think I'm going to be most interested in the new rules and seeing what the pitch clock looks like and how the pace of game has changed. Also, I just realized we have to, like, do some ad reads before we close the show.
Yeah, we should do those. We should do those.
I just realized. I'm like, oh, wait a second. I think I forgot an entire ad break. Real fast, let's just mention American Raptors because we love American Raptors. We have a podcast about it. We have a DNVR Rugby podcast. Absolutely incredible.
If you have not been to a Raptors match at Infinity Park, absolutely worth your time.
Yes.
One of the best spots in Denver. Hidden spots.
Hidden gem.
It's just kind of there, but what a cool place to just be for an event.
And also, the Raptors are in a new league. They are in the Columbia Rugby Federation, so they're playing with South American teams.
Oh.
They're the only North American team in this. But they'll have 6 matches at home and 6 matches on the road.
Damn.
They are international. Call Pitbull.
Go support your continent, people. Go support them.
Support your continent, guys. And the even more amazing part, all those tickets to all those home matches are free.
Need we say more?
Yep. And those athletes come from all kinds of backgrounds in football, basketball, baseball, wrestling, soccer, track and field. They are at the top of their game. They have all the necessary skills to excel at rugby. Can't miss it. Can't miss it. Even the best thing about hitting up a game, they're free. We mentioned that. And head to AmericanRaptors.com. And if you can't make a game, AmericanRaptors.com streams all of those games from their website. And if you need a little context, Colton Strickler has the DNVR Rugby Podcast.
Yes, he does.
At DNVR_rugby. So he's going to be breaking it down for you. You can learn rugby with Colton's 101 Rugby Podcast. He's got interviews with athletes and coaches. Some might say he has the tea. Love it.
I would say.
But yeah, we're going to have watch parties for the matches this year too.
Oh,
so
yes.
That'll be really fun.
Oh, yes.
We're
Raptors bar, baby.
Yes, let's go. We're also a DraftKings bar.
Of course.
We are a DraftKings bar. So yeah, football season.
Are you a bar if you're not a DraftKings bar? I mean, come on.
That's true.
Get
That's
real.
true.
Get real.
So yeah, we're all making money on DraftKings all the time. All the freaking time. But if you are a new customer, you can bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Too good of a deal to pass up. All you have to do is go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, download it if you haven't already. Use promo code DNVR, and you are getting that incredible deal. Insane. What's the last bet you made?
Oh, I don't.
You're not responsible enough?
I will pick, like, I will be like, I like that bet. I have not physically put money on a bet because don't trust myself.
That's very Capricorn of you.
I will take your word for it. But the minute I would actually start to, like, have to put physical value on a bet, I would start double, like rethinking. I would be like, nope, it's not what I actually think.
Yeah.
I would get too in my head. Not about that. I'm bad enough with money as it is. I don't need that.
Oh, RG, I had no idea you were suffering so much.
I'm not suffering.
You're not suffering.
I wish I had, like, because I watch, like, the bet show here, and I'm like, damn, those guys, like, know what they talk about. And the Nuggets guys went, like, 6-1 on their bets last night. So I feel like I should just start betting what other people do, because that would maybe make more sense.
You have the coworkers around you who are all making the money off of it.
You should watch DNVR bet shows, because if you, like me, are scared to make money, maybe that's the way you do it.
Yeah.
Leave it to the experts.
Wow, that was poetry. Poetry. All right, I think we got it all in.
All right.
I think this is it.
What a Rocky show. That was an hour. Wow.
I see the Avs guys ready to go, just waiting for us to get off this set. So tune in, watch some Avs pregame in just a couple of minutes. We've got a watch party happening down here at the DNVR bar at the corner of Colfax and York. RG, where can we follow your incredible work on social media?
Oh, it's at Ryan Green DNVR, but I mean, just follow DNVR Sports. I mean, that's my account basically.
Pretty much.
It's like
pretty much.
No, I would say if you're gonna follow any account, follow our YouTube account.
Thank you. Yeah.
We just got over 34,000 subscribers the other day.
34K. That's very exciting.
So, yeah.
And you're going to be editing all of my travel vlogs.
I am. Oh, I'm excited to see what I get from you. I know what I'm getting from Patrick. I have no idea what I'm getting from Suzie.
Yo, I don't know either.
Oh, no, I'm going to get like something from, you're going to be like floating in the pool doing it, right? You're just going to do like a selfie and be like, oh, okay. All right. That'd be pretty cool.
There she goes. It's
there
nice
she
that you
goes.
think I'm staying somewhere with a pool.
Oh, that's too bad. Don't they all have pools? Isn't there just a pool in that stadium or something? Or
I don't think so.
Oh.
Not at that stadium.
Just hop a fence.
But anyway, yeah, I'll find a pool. You can follow all of the spring training latest at DNVR_Rockies on Twitter. You can follow me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms. And Ryan, you know what they say about me closing out a show?
You don't know how to do it.
That's true. I don't know how to do it. We will talk to you guys on Monday at 11 a.m. I'll be at spring training. Patrick will be here. We will talk to you then.